Hi everyone, I'm Geoff Silvius, the Tuned In Realtor, and I'm really excited about launching this video series that's going to be talking about everything that's happening in our backyard, and I really hope everyone enjoys it. For this interview, I'm going to be interviewing myself. I'm Geoff Silvius. I'm a realtor with Nino Properties here in Houston. But prior to working with Nino, I actually started as a real estate investor. That was my start in real estate back in 2005. Now, me and my family, we love living in Houston, and we especially love our neighborhood in Braeswood Place. Prior to going to Braeswood Place, we lived in Willow Bend, and we loved living there as well. It's such a great place to live, so obviously I'm very passionate about everything that's happening here. And you'll see in the many videos of all the great things that are happening in our community. Now, in addition to real estate, I was in broadcasting for 20 years. And after being a wacky morning FM DJ and talking about sports on the radio, I launched a real estate radio show and then a podcast called Tuned In Realtor. And we have over 200 episodes of that podcast. And the thing I loved about the podcast was getting questions from people. Whether you're a buyer, a seller, an investor, a renter, a landlord, you name it, I've gotten a question about it. And sometimes the questions are so personal in nature that I actually didn't use them on an episode. That doesn't mean I didn't give an answer. I always make sure that I answer anybody that asks me a question having to do with real estate. But sometimes those were personal, even though they were usually like the very best questions. But if you've asked a question about real estate on Tuned In Realtor, whether it was the radio show or the podcast, I want to thank everybody that did that. And we're going to continue to do that and talk about all the great things that are happening with this video series. Now, as we add the video series to the channel, you'll have plenty of information that you can use. I'm very active in the community, especially through my kids' school. All three of our kids go to Mark Twain Elementary, and also through my church. For years, I've been helping people move to Houston and talking about how great our neighborhoods are and what a great place it is to live, no matter what your walk of life is. Houston absolutely has something for you. I feel that way about Braeswood Place as well. And whether you're buying or selling a home, it's a nerve-wracking experience. And I truly believe that one of the best things that you can have going for you when you are going to be buying or selling a home, or whether you're a landlord or you're a renter, is just having as much information as possible so you can make the best decision for you, for your family, avoid those landmines, avoid those roadblocks, and do that. It's dollars and cents, but it's also about trust and respect. Now, I do a lot of transactions. Over the last 2 years, I've done 68 transactions, and for this year, I'll do over 40. So I've seen a lot. And one of the questions that I get is, you're doing these many transactions. Do you pass us off to an assistant? Do you pass us off to a colleague or some sort of associate? And the answer is, and will always be, no. I'm working with you from the very beginning to the very end and everything in between. I hold a 5-star rating with the Houston Association of Realtors, and the reason for that is I want to make sure that you get the absolute best and personal experience when you're doing a real estate transaction. I hold a number of certifications and designations. I'm a certified price strategy advisor, a real estate negotiation expert, a military relocation professional, and I hold the National Association of Realtors Commitment to Excellence designation. So if you have any questions about real estate, you can call me at 209-404-8723, which has been my number since I got it back when my first cell phone, which actually coincided with when I started in real estate. Or you can hit me up on socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll have the links below so you can connect with me there as well. So really looking forward to this video series, and I hope that you enjoy it. But if you have those questions, always rely on me, Geoff Silvius, Tuned In Realtor. Any way you can connect me, but hit below and you can send me a message right now.